Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everyone. Welcome back. How are you today? As always, I hope you are feeling good today. In this video, I will discuss another strategy to deal with structured questions of the Toefl test. It is about noun clause. The concept is actually still about subject and verb. It's just more complex with a higher level of difficulty. So without any further ado, let's start our discussion. Noun clause has two functions. It can be an object and it can be a subject. How does it look in the sentence? We will discuss them one by one. Firstly, noun clause as an object. Let's study this sentence. I really like apple. Let's identify what is the object. The object is clearly apple. Let's break down this one in more detail. What is the subject? It is obviously I. I is the subject. How about the verb? Like is the verb. And as I said, the apple is the object. We can see from this simple sentence, the positions of object is always after verb. The verb is followed by an object. I assume that you get it, because it is the most fundamental knowledge of English language. Okay, let's analyze more complex sentence. I really like what you did. It's clear that the subject is I and the verb is like. How about the object? As I said, the object is written after the verb. So, does it mean that what you did is an object? Is it really the object of the sentence? Yes. What you did is an object. But why there is subject you and verb did there? We have to see what you did as one package. It is a noun clause as an object. Tapi kenapa kok ada subject you dan verb did-nya? Here is why. A noun clause consists of three elements. They are noun connector, subject, and verb. So, you and did in this sentence itu bukan subjek dan verb dari kalimat. Akan tetapi, mereka adalah elemen-elemen yang ada di dalam noun clause-nya. So, please do not get confused because of that. For me personally, I will always see and read what you did as one package, as an object, in order not to get confused. So, a noun clause is formed by a noun connector, subject, and verb. Noun connector is not only what, ladies and gentlemen, but there are many, such as when, where, whether, if, that, who, which. Again, if you find sebuah noun connector, entah itu what, when, where, atau yang lainnya, diikuti oleh sebuah subjek dan verb, atau langsung verb, dan berada di posisi objek kalimat, coba analisa lebih dalam lagi. It is possibly a noun clause. Okay, my friends, everyone, to build your comprehensions about noun clause, let's identify some other sentences. First, I know when he will arrive. For you who don't know the concept of noun clause, pasti berpikirnya ini adalah kalimat yang salah. Double subject katanya. Ada I, ada he. Double verb juga. Ada know dan ada arrive. Untungnya, luckily, because we know the concept of noun clause, we will not think about that. Okay, let's break down this sentence. We can see that the subject and the verb of the sentence are I and now. Don't get confused with when he will arrive. Jangan bingung sama when he will arrive. As what I said, if you find sebuah noun connector, entah itu what, when, where, atau yang lainnya, diikuti oleh subjek dan verb, atau langsung verb, dan berada di posisi objek kalimat, like this sentence, ada connector when, diikuti subjek he, dan verb will arrive, coba analisa lebih dalam lagi. Please analyze it more. It is possibly a noun clause. So, what he will arrive is a noun clause as an object. Do you get it? Hopefully it's clear. Okay, second, I don't know what is in the box. Let's do the something, analyze the subject, the verb, and the object. We can see that the subject is I and the verb is don't know. And then the object is what is in the box. That's the object. Again and again, my friend, don't get confused with what is in the box. As what I said, if you find sebuah noun connector, kayak di kalimat ini, what, diikuti oleh subjek atau verb atau kedua-duanya atau langsung verb, dan berada di posisi objek kalimat, like this sentence, ada connector what, diikuti langsung dengan verb is, coba analyze deeper. It is possibly a noun clause. So, what is in the box is a noun clause as an object. Let's try to solve these structure questions of the Toefl test. The citizen worry that blah 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 is doing. The tips and tricks are actually the same. We still have to identify the subject and the verb. Is the subject missing? No. The subject is actually there, namely the citizens. How about the verb? Yes, worry is the verb. Tapi kok ada is? Tapi kok ada is doing lagi ya? Double verb dong. Kalimat ini akan menjadi double verb, everyone. Dan salah apabila kita salah memilih opsi jawabannya. Then, what is the solution? The solution is to make is doing into an object. Bagaimana caranya? We need noun connector. Now, we know what to find. Let's eliminate the options one by one. Answer D is what the government is wrong, because it will make the sentence double verbs. Triple verbs malahan. Answer C, it, is also incorrect, because it's gonna be double subject. We already have the citizen as the subject of the sentence, so we don't need another subject. In addition, it also makes the sentence double verb. Answer B, the government is also incorrect because of the same reasons. Therefore, the best answer is A, what the government. Dengan ini, what the government is doing akan menjadi noun clause as an object. As what I said, if you find sebuah connector diikuti oleh subjek verb atau langsung verbnya aja dan berada di posisi objek kalimat, like this sentence ada connector what diikuti subjek the government dan verb is doing, coba analyze lagi. It is possibly a noun clause. So, what the government is doing is a noun clause as an object. Okay. Next, noun clause as a subject. Let's identify and study this sentence. The song is wonderful. Let's identify. What is the subject? The subject is clearly the song, and let's break down it in more detail. What is the subject? It's obviously I. I is the subject. How about the verb? Is the verb. We can see from this simple sentence, the positions of the subject is always before the verb. The subject is followed by a verb. Okay, I assume that you get it because it is, again, the most fundamental knowledge of English language. Okay, let's analyze more complex sentence. What I listen is wonderful. What is the verb of this sentence? Is it listen or is? The verb is. Don't get confused with what I listen. Ini adalah satu kesatuan yang berfungsi sebagai noun clause as a subject. I have explained previously that noun clause consists of beberapa elemen, namely noun connector dan subject, atau bisa langsung verb. So, listen in this sentence itu bukan verb dari kalimat, akan tetapi adalah elemen yang ada di dalam noun clause-nya. So, please do not get confused because of that. Jangan sampai tertipu dan mengira ini double verb. Please be careful. For me personally, I will always see what I listen as one package, as a subject, so we do not get confused. Oke, jadi a noun clause, baik sebagai subjek atau objek, is formed by a noun connector, subject, atau langsung verb. Noun connector, as what I presented previously, is not only what, but there are many, such as when, where, whether, if, that, who, which. They are the other examples of noun connectors. Again, if you find sebuah noun connector, entah itu what, when, atau yang lainnya, diikuti oleh subjek dan verb, atau langsung verbnya aja, dan berada di posisi subjek kalimat, coba analisa lebih dalam. Maybe that's a noun clause. Okay. To build your understanding about noun clause, I have another sentences to identify. Let's begin. Number 1. When he will arrive is important. For you who don't know the concept of noun clause, pasti berpikirnya ini adalah kalimat yang salah karena double verb will arrive dengan is. Because we know the concept of the noun clause, we will not think about that. So let's break down this sentence. What is the subject? When he will arrive is actually the subject. It is a noun clause function as a subject. How about the verb? The verb is. So if we find a sentence that begin with a noun connectors, entah itu when, what, atau yang lainnya, please analyze it more. It is possibly a noun clause as a subject. Do you get it? Hopefully you understand. Second, whoever is coming must bring a gift. Let's do the same. What is the subject? Whoever is coming is the subject. It is a noun clause as a subject. How about the verb? The verb is must bring. Don't get confused with is coming and must bring. Is coming is the element of the noun clause, meanwhile the verb of the sentence is must bring. So if we find a sentence that begins with a noun connectors, analyze it more just like what I said. Maybe it's a noun clause as a subject. Okay, I have another questions to discuss. Blah 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 was on televisions made me angry. The tips and the tricks, just like what I said, are actually the same. We still have to analyze subject and the verb. What is the subject? Is the subject missing? Let's say it's missing, okay? Kita anggap subjeknya hilang dulu lah. Then, is there any verb? Nah, you can see that there are two verbs, namely was and mad. Berarti double verb dong. Jadi double verb enggak nih? Oke, kalimat ini akan menjadi double verb. Dan salah tentunya apabila kita salah memilih opsi jawabannya. Jadi apa solusinya? What is the solutions? The solution is to make was into something else, not a verb. How? Bagaimana caranya? We need noun connector. Now, we know what to find. Let's eliminate the option one by one. Answer A, it. It is incorrect because it will make the sentence double verbs. Answer B, the story is also incorrect because with these options, was masih jadi verb kalimatnya. Masih double dengan adanya was dan made. So, the answer is between C or D. Both of them can make was into an element inside the noun clause as a subject. Tapi, yang paling tepat adalah B. Baby, what was on TV? This connect with the sentence in the aspect of meaning and also the structure. Therefore, the best answer is B. Baby. As what I said, if you find sebuah non-connector, what, when, where, atau yang lainnya, dan diikuti oleh subjek, atau langsung verb, dan berada di posisi subjek kalimat, seperti kalimat ini, ada connector word diikuti oleh was, coba analyze lagi. Analyze deeper, it is possibly a noun clause. So, what was on TV is the subject of the sentence. Everyone, that's all what I can share in this video. Hopefully it is helpful for you. Thank you for watching and see you.